Weekly Western 10! Let's go. Welcome back to the Weekly Western, folks. It has been a crazy week, so let's get into it. Let's first play Gold, Cactus, Horseshoe. Let's see. My gold is that my little sister is in town, so I got to hang out with her yesterday. She was actually in the studio with me, and it was just really cool to show her kind of what I do for a job. I think a lot of people, it's not like a misconception, but they definitely think I do one thing, and then they see what I do, and that's even only just one part of what I do. Like, there's the studio, which we were in yesterday, but then there's, the internet stuff and the meetings and the business side of things. So it was cool. She kind of had a lot of questions like, oh, so like that person's playing this part and how many times is he going to play that? Like, I also had my friend Brant come check out the studio. And I think it's really cool to show people kind of behind the scenes, behind the curtain. She like watched us create an entire song kind of from scratch, which is really cool to see. Process of choosing a key, choosing a BPM, choosing parts and things like that. So it was really cool to really have somebody I love sit there with me while I make something that I love. I don't know, it's just really kind of special, especially on this project and on the song that we worked on. It's really just a special day, so that made me happy. Went out to dinner with my parents, and I don't get to see my siblings as much as I'd like to, so that makes me happy. That's my gold. Let's see, my cactus. What is my cactus? I would say, I jammed the shit out of my thumb. We were in South Dakota, and we were playing this game called Gaga Ball, where there's like a hexagon, and you try to hit the ball at someone's feet, and if you hit the ball at their feet, you get them out. If you hit the ball over the little fenced area, you're out. Super fun. And I went like that, and I hit the ball. And if you know the guys in my band, we have a guy named Yona, and I literally went like that and like spanked Yona on the forehand, like through the ball, and just like, here we go, folks. I jammed my thumb, not in Yona's ass, but on Yona's ass, just bam, and like literally thought I broke my thumb. So this whole week I was working out, just like, dang it. How's my cactus? I just had a very sore thumb, and if that's the worst thing of your week, that's not terrible. So, lucky guy. The horseshoe. I'm just gonna throw out a few things because I have a few things on my mind. It was cool. I was out to dinner with my sister last night, and this kid just came up to me during dinner and was like, hey, I follow you on TikTok, and we took a picture together, and that was just like, makes me happy. It's cool to see that human beings know what I'm up to and even care. Like, I really, in my brain, I'm still the guy in my dorm room who's just like barely doing music. So it's cool. It's very surreal to have people kind of come up to me and want to take a picture. I'm like really into working out and eating healthy again, which has been really good for me. My mental health. It's been really good for just like the whole process of what I do. I think it's good to have a regimen and a routine. Trying to get ready for the fall. We just announced the fall tour, so if you haven't, grab them tickets, spencercrandallmusic.com/shows, or the link in any of my bios. But I want to I have a goal that I'm not going to share because I don't want to jinx anything, but I'm trying to get, as the kids say, jacked for the fall tour so that I can just feel really confident on stage and in all the pictures that I take. So that's my horseshoes. This week we got horseshoes, baby. Ding ding. Let's see. Let's move on to some questions. Let's take some freaking questions. All right, here we go. Page_Woot asks, any particular artists you look up to or say, I want to have a career like or as great as? It's a great question. A couple people come to mind for a few reasons. So like Keith Urban's always a person I point to of like a North Star. He just really pushes the boundaries, and he's really known for being a really kind human being. He's almost known for his character just as much as his music, and I think that's really cool. Thomas Rhett is a great example. He's like been able to balance the family thing with music, which is really interesting to me. I'd love to do the same. Justin Timberlake, just in like the multifaceted thing. I think I haven't really shared this a ton, but like I would love to in my life get into some more acting and comedy and all those kinds of things. So that's really cool to see somebody who's really unapologetically interested in multiple facets of entertainment. I love stuff like that. And maybe Shania Twain, just from like the doc that I've seen, she really did the music industry really differently, and that was super interesting to me. Like she was very unapologetically herself and like really believed in what she was doing and didn't necessarily have to play the game as much as other people. So people like that, I think anybody who's unapologetically themselves and really sticks to their guns, that's always super interesting to me. Let's see. Dylan_Pikey_21. Were you in Ashley Cook's recent TikTok with someone holding her hand? Okay. Let's dispel the rumors here first, folks. No, that was not me in this TikTok. There's a TikTok in which Ashley posted, and it's promoting her new song, and at the chorus, she like holds this guy's arm, and everyone thought it was my arm. Ashley and I are just friends. That's like the number one thing in my question box right now, and it's the same in hers. So we're just friends. She is one of my favorite humans in the entire world. So we do hang out, but we were not, shooting a secret music video with some conspiracy behind it. No, that was not. People were like, "It's the soft launch." I'm like, "No, that's not the soft launch." What was the first song you remember listening to as a kid? From Goat Girl, 1999. First song I remember listening to as a kid, I have distinct memories of listening to Thunder Rolls by Garth Brooks and Don't Take the Girl by Tim McGraw. Those songs just really like put me somewhere, and they made me like really emotional. I think I was a really emotional kid, and I would like cry and listen to Don't Take the Girl, but then like demand that we listen to it again, which is a very odd thing for like a 4-year-old child, but that was me. There was a question that I just saw. Jen Jill 3370. When is Mustang coming? This is like waiting for a new episode of a TV show. I know, it's coming sooner than you think. Wink. Yeah, this entire project will roll out really seamlessly, so it's gonna feel like very little breaks. So it's not something you have to worry about. It will be from here like till the end of the year. There's gonna be a ton of new music, and it's gonna feel like the chapters really are on top of each other in a cool way. The whole story's gonna build, and I want you guys to kind of follow along and see that like the entire story really is this linear thing. It goes from Scorpion to Mustang to like every chapter kind of has this reason why it's after the next one. So we just wrapped up Scorpion. That is the There's a Fire intro, the Just Know Better, and then Get Away From Me. It's been cool to see how many people are into the Get Away From Me outro. That's been really fun because I worked really hard on that, and I'm super proud of it. There's one more question that I really liked, but I don't know what it is. That's something to do. Oh, Jordan_Lewis. What are you most excited for when you go on tour? It's a great question. I'm excited to see you guys. Like it feels like a friend that I don't get to see that often because you guys are all spread out all over the country. So there's so many people who are like repeat, this isn't the right word, but like repeat offenders who come to the shows, and it's really special to keep seeing you guys time after time. It's cool to meet brand new people who have kind of just started following along. And then I would say the VIP is really cool. The VIP tickets are on sale now and are almost out in some cities, so make sure you grab those. SpencerCrandallmusic.com/shows. But I really look forward to those because I get to like sit with you guys and answer questions. We do a Q&A, and I play some songs that nobody's heard. And then I get to play a bunch of these new songs on the road, which is really fun. It'll be cool to see you guys singing along and hanging. So that is the Q&A, the Weekly Western Q&A. Now, the Weekly Western update. We're now in this transitional period. We're going from Scorpion, which was very much, Jeff and I, my manager, we've always talked about how this project really has like a Mirage side and an Oasis side. the Mirage side is 3 chapters and the Oasis side is 3 chapters. It's almost like problem solution. And so the Scorpion chapter that we just came out of is really, it presents this problem. It presents this conundrum of being a human, this like what it looks like to live in unhealth. And it's very vulnerable and it's very honest. And I think as an artist and somebody who wants to share their story for real, not just like the Instagram version or the perfect version, it was really important to me that we started this project in a place, because I think the whole premise of this project is that it's this hero's journey. I want to take you from here to here, but I don't think it's interesting to go from here to here. Like, I was pretty good and then I got better. I want you to understand that I'm coming from a place, which we are all coming from a place, because my story is your story, is our story, that I'm coming from a place of like, I don't want to be this version of myself. I think there's a better way. There has to be a better way to live as a human, as a brother, as an artist, as a boyfriend, as all these things that like we all strive to be better in. And so I wanted to start off with this almost proposed problem or proposed like unhealth. So the next chapter is really, okay, so then what do we do about it? I don't want to like present these problems and be like, and that's shitty. Life is hard. I want it to be answered. So that's what Mustang is. It's really freedom, bravery, hope, the courage to start. And I think the Mustang is such a unbridled creature. There's nothing that can tame it. There's nothing that can like, when you see a Mustang running, it's so free. And I think that's when we start on the journey, that's what we have to tap into, is this thing that like, you know what? I don't care about the judgment of other people. I don't want to have any regrets. And so I just have to go for it. And so you really just kind of start. Like, I love the vision of just like starting to run. You'll see the Mustang trailer that we'll post. I think it's posted now by the time you guys are watching this. It's really, I want to draw the comparison between the horses and me. So that's what it is it's time to start. It's time to go on the journey. We started with like, okay, we don't like where we are, so let's get going. And I think Mustang's like the let's get going. So let's get going. Mustang time, baby. We're super excited for the next chapter. Trying to see if there's any cleaning house things. Fall tour, SpencerCrandallMusic.com/shows for all the info and dates. Make sure to grab those VIPs. Look out, we're doing merch drops for every chapter, so those are gonna be really cool, super limited. Those will be on my Instagram story when they drop. That's really all I got. Love you guys. Hope to see you in the fall on the fall tour. Make sure to like, subscribe, and then comment your gold cactus and horseshoe, because I really do enjoy reading them and it makes me happy. Love you guys. Have a great week. Talk to you soon. Weekly Western 10. We out. Hiya.